The Gospels present Jesus as a miracle worker. That's the first thing that seems to capture the imagination of the crowds. They flock to Jesus because he can heal, because he can get rid of evil spirits. And it's easy for us nowadays, I think in the 21st century, to be rather skeptical of that. We're rationalists through and through. But the interesting things about the Gospels is that people clearly believe that that's what they're seeing. And when you look at comparative literature from the first century, Jesus was by no means the only person who did this kind of thing. There are other references, not only to Roman gods, the god Asclepius, who was believed to be able to heal people. There are wandering holy men who are able to heal people. There's Jewish healers too. Even the emperors were credited with healings and exorcisms and the ability to calm the seas. So in the ancient context, the idea that certain people could have certain powers wasn't at all strange. I think what's really interesting too about the Gospels, and not only the Gospels but also Jewish literature from the time, is that opponents of Jesus don't say, oh, he's not doing these things, or they don't say, look at that person, they still have the illness that they had before. What they say is, yes, I can see that they're healed. It's just the power, the authority that they doubt. So followers of Jesus think that he's acting with the authority of God, whereas opponents think that he's acting with the authority of the devil. And so it's where the power's coming from that's the conflict, not over whether he can actually do these things. So although it may seem extremely surprising to us today, I think a historian really has to look at the miracles and say, something happened, and people at the time genuinely saw something happening. Of course, there's a huge amount of exaggeration, and some of the miracles doubtless have been overlaid by Old Testament ideas. For example, when Jesus feeds the multitude with the bread and the fish, there's all kinds of allusions there to Moses and the manna in the wilderness. But at some sort of very basic level, it's clear that Jesus was genuinely believed by a lot of people to have miraculous powers.